The following sports broadcast made possible by support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Derryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs, senior portraits, family portraits, sports, and more. Visit Derryl online at darylbarnes.com.
Even though a thank you involves only 2 words, they are spoken very sincerely because we have enjoyed the privilege and the opportunity to work with your daughters during this past year. To all of you, to all of our parents, we sincerely appreciate your improvement during the years. The late dinners, the extra trips to pick someone up after practice, and your overall support for our basketball programs. And now, here's Caroline and Ella Winterhall.
So the first senior is Mia Ackerman being escorted by Dina and Tom.
again, thank you to our parents for the long hours you spend sitting in the bleachers, watching your daughter play her sport. The time you spend driving to games, practices, and tournaments, and for realizing the importance of sport and the life lessons they teach. Thank you to our senior athletes for your time and commitment. We wish you much success in the future, and please remember, wherever your future takes you, take it by storm. How about a round of applause for our senior players and their parents? Once again, good evening and welcome to South Elgin High School, home of the Storm, for tonight's NCAA conference matchup between the visiting Glenbard East Rams and your South Elgin Storm. And now, here are your starting lineups. First,
Can you hear Andy now?
Glenbard East.
1, 2, 1, 2. You still can't hear him?
At forward by junior number 5, Kendall Cracker. At guard by junior number 15, Lauren Huber.
Ask him now.
At guard by 6 junior,
Wait. Can't hear.
number 21, Katie Ulas. At forward is 6 junior,
Hello.
22, Emily Ryan.
Can you hear me now?
At forward is 6
Can you hear Andy?
number 42, Aubrey
I literally switched out.
Coach of the Rams is Athena Toniopoulos, and the head coach is Nicole Nunn.
That don't make sense. Are we live? Go.
And now, here are your starting lineups for your South Elgin Storm. At guard, by senior number 3, Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. We ask that you remove your hats. As we honor the playing of our national anthem.
What'd you say?
Carl Palash and Greg Cook. These individuals are registered by the IHSA. Their experience and technique qualify them to advance further rules and paradigm. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of the high school Winners Classic and other programs.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Our athletes
5, 6.
recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and that they must abide by the decisions of the officials. Spectators can support their high school program by refraining from derogatory remarks or cheers.
Can you hear me now? Okay, can't hear me at all. Andy, start talking.
1, 2, 3, 8. You guys hear this one? Yeah? Hold on. Can you hear this one? Ask me if they can hear it.
Did you hear that?
Can you hear this?
Okay. Dang, that's sad.
Hello.
Just act.
Live here from South Elgin High School. Girls Senior Night. Indiana outside Glenbard Beacon Academy. We're going to be able to late start now. Derryl, good to be back with you for some Wednesday night basketball.
Yep, it's always good to be back here, especially here at South Elgin, our home school. But this will actually be the last girls' game that we're covering.
Probably the last one. Sad night, obviously. It's a exciting but a sad night, obviously, with it being a senior night. And for us too, us ourselves are seniors, and we're doing some of our last games together, Derryl. So
Yeah,
we're
just
make
like
sure to cherish this.
just like this is their senior night, this is our senior night.
It's kind of our senior night as well. The match between our own South Elgin Storm and the Glenbard East Rams. We'll dive into both teams a little bit as the game goes along here. South Elgin's having a very, very strong year up to this point near playoffs late in the season. Sporting a 22-8 record overall with 14-3 in conference. Coach Manderneck is getting his group to do all the right things this season.
And might I add that they're now tied at 22 for the winningest season in girls basketball history here at South Elgin. So if they're able to pull this one out, which I know especially all the seniors are hoping for, then that'll put them, or make this rather, the winningest. Ooh, this is some tough words to say. The winningest team in school history.
And they're going against a Glenbard East school with a record of 17-13, putting together a solid season of their own, slightly above 500. Currently up 2-0, couple minutes into the contest here. Pass loose. South Elgin, 5 seniors on the floor and one. Bucket there for Emily Ryan. As you're mentioning, seniors right now for the moment, as they're not being taken out, but the 6 seniors being honored tonight for South Elgin. Ariana Williams, who we saw on the court. Obviously, she's battling an injury right now. They honored her on the court. She got to be a part of tip-off, and they subbed out. It was a very nice moment. Sad we weren't able to capture that, but nonetheless, still a very, very nice moment as well. Other seniors, Haley Mulador, Madison Wachunas, Megan McClure, Danielle Kucharski, and Jennifer Trejo.
Yup, and then that moment for Ari, what makes it so special is that last year, Ari got hurt in the 6th game of the year. I believe it was number 6. And what she ended up doing, she messed up her leg pretty bad. And then she came back this year hoping to have a strong senior season, having missed out on a year of varsity basketball. And in that same game, I believe, again, it was number 6 again for the 2nd year in a row, and tears her ACL.
Season cut short again. It's truly devastating. And as athletes ourselves, we understand what that's like. And not being able to go out and do what you love to do it's a very hard thing to get used to, and I couldn't even imagine going through that 2 straight seasons.
Yeah, it was definitely a sad moment for her, but looking on to the future is Ella Winterhalter. That 3.
Out to a big start, 6 points, back-to-back possessions, 3-pointer, Storm up 1.
Yeah, and the thing, she didn't even start because it was senior night.
It was senior night. She just got into the game.
Yeah, but like we were saying about Ari plans to go to NIU next year, Northern Illinois University, and then plans to walk onto the team there. So that's some good news, at least, coming out of what seems to be 2 just devastating ends to her varsity basketball career.
It doesn't seem fitting to go out that way, so I'm very happy to hear that she intends to walk on. Over at NIU, Storm down 1 near the halfway point of the first quarter.
Yep, and it looks like Glenbard East now in this 2-3. And then Megan McClure, the number 2-3, puts up the 3, no good. And who else? Who else but Ella Winterhalter?
Who else? She'll be going to line to shoot 2, 4:07 remaining here in the first. On the floor for the Storm now be Ella Winterhalter, Caroline Croft, Megan McClure, Maddie Wachunas, and Ringy Yang.
Yup, and an interesting tidbit on Elo that I heard today. Now, I heard this from Danielle Kucharski, and I'm trying to recall it off of memory, so I could be slightly wrong. But first place in Storm history for the most 3-pointers made is that girl, number 23, Megan McClure. She's been on varsity for 4 years.
I believe it.
But number 2 on that list, as of just a couple days ago, Ella Winterhalter, the sophomore.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. She passed Emmy Matthews to us. I believe it was. I could be wrong. But Ella Winterhalter is now 2nd in school history for made 3-pointers.
And she hasn't even finished halfway through. She's not even done with her sophomore season yet.
Nope, she's not even halfway through. So
as there's Megan McClure.
So barring any bad luck, Ella is planning on taking that throne from Megan after Megan graduates.
Like you mentioned, barring no setbacks, I think she'll be able to get it done. That's very exciting.
Yep, and then Megan, of course, with a couple of games left, and then also hoping for this playoff push to help her cushion that lead that she has on Ella.
Bucket good, Madison Wachunas, timeout, Glenbard East. And I do believe as well, Derryl, and actually I shouldn't believe, I know this is a fact, that Megan hit her 1,000 points this season. A huge accolade.
Yep.
A very underrated, in my opinion, a very underrated accolade in high school basketball. We hear all the time, oh, they hit 1,000 points, and people don't really think it's that big of a deal. 1,000 points is a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very big deal.
I mean, Andy, let's put it into perspective. I've been on the guys varsity team for 2 seasons, and I've barely cracked double digits. Now they hit, what, 4 digits? 1,000 points? That's a big deal.
250 points a season on average. And that's saying you have to, most likely, and I'll put it the most likely case scenario, to be a 1,000-point scorer, you more likely than not have to be on the varsity team for 4 seasons. Unless you're Vince Miscavige and cracked it in 3.
Oh, yeah, but that's something you rarely see in high school athletics. It takes a special kind of scorer to be able to do it in general, but to do it in any less than 4 years, that really takes someone.
A lot of accolades and a lot of, we'll put it this way, and when people, I always know off Twitter when, you see the updates for sports for the week, the girls don't get enough credit. I really don't think they do. we're looking at a 22-8 record, which is outstanding, and everyone's talking about, oh, come see, if like the Bartlett games I'll take for example, we're playing Bartlett at 7 o'clock. And not a lot of people know the girls play right before that. That's also a really great matchup to go to. So it's doubleheaders of basketball. Nice block there by Ella Winterhalter.
Yeah, Ella Winterhalter putting together a night here.
Croft no good for 3. Rebound the Rams. As this night is all about the Storm and their 6 seniors.
And let's see. Glenbard East moving around the ball.
Mid-range jumper, no good. Offensive rebound. Bucket good for Emily Ryan. 7 on the quarter for her.
Wow, that's
Tie
7
game.
already?
7 for her already. Tie game. Winterhalter 3. No good. Rebound Ryan.
Yep, now let's see how Caroline Croft and crew can do now that Megan McClure's the last senior from that starting lineup in the game.
That's right. In general, and rebound there. They're off on the break. 2-on-0. Croft layup good. Despite them having a couple of big impact seniors, Derryl, this is also a relatively young Storm team.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely going to be set for years to come. I mean, Megan Shirley is their star player, but they had those two girls that were on varsity last year as freshmen. Now they're sophomores in Ella Winterhalter and Caroline Croft. If I'm not leaving off one, that is, I'm not looking at their roster. That's just off the top of my head. But
no, last season it was those two. You are right.
And then they also have a freshman this year in Caitlin Tolentino. So they definitely have a young squad and will be ready for years to come.
And that's something as drive, layup, no good. It'll be 2 free throws for Emily Ryan. I think it's something we noticed with Coach Manderneck. If there is an underclassman, particularly a freshman, and I know we had this with Megan, and I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure Maddie Wachunas too. If not, she was sophomore team of freshman year and then went to varsity her sophomore year. If there's underclassmen and he does this really well, he's not playing around. He's going to get them to the highest level possible. He wants to get these players ready for what's to come and already get them embedded into the culture early, because if he doesn't think there's a reason to wait, why should there be?
Oh, yeah. Coach Manderneck and also his assistants, Coach McClure and Peacock, they do a great job of just making sure they know what kind of talent they have coming in each year and already in-house in the program.
As Croft will bring it up, we're tied again at 13. Winterhalter thought about it. Swing it. Drive layup, no good. The 2 free throws. Another freshman heading to the line here.
Oh, yeah, I mentioned
Raina
Caitlin
Yang.
Tolentino, but I didn't mention Raina. They got 2 freshmen up on this team this year. As she hits that one, that's definitely something that is encouraging to see for Storm fans. We're going to be around for a while.
Exactly. As we mentioned, juniors as well. There are a couple of juniors on the roster, so despite the fact that they're losing 6 seniors, they do have other people that can fill the void, and I'm sure there's girls they can go to from the sophomore team, and the last 2 years, like we mentioned, they've held 2 freshmen on the squad, so there's no saying there won't be 2 more freshmen or maybe even more next season.
Yep, and just checking into the game, here's sophomore, the 3rd sophomore on the team, L'Oreal Wilson.
It's a young group out for the Storm. It's 3 sophomores, 2 seniors. As we're less than a minute left here in the first. Storm up 2. Winterhalter to Croft. Croft to Winterhalter. Swing it, McClure. McClure drive. No good on the floater. Rebound, Emily Ryan. She's been all over the place for Glenbard East.
Now let's see how Glenbard East responds. See if they go for the last shot here in the quarter. See a lot of action, a lot of ball.
Loose ball into the hands. Winterhalter takes it away. 15 seconds. Croft, 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound, the Rams. 5 seconds to go. Got to rush up court and get a shot off. Shot is no good. And that'll end our first quarter of action. Our scores: South Elgin 15, Glenbard East 13.
And Andy, before this second quarter gets started, I don't know if our score bug is going to pop up back up or if we're going to have our graphics pop back up, but why don't you introduce a couple of our sponsors here for tonight?
Second quarter sponsor is almost just forgot about that, I guess, for the second quarter. I'd like to thank our sponsors at we saw the graphic up there in the quick minute intermission. We'll thank our sponsor at the Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. A brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned, save time. Shop online at therosenhyundai.com. And also, we like to shout out our sponsors at the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald restaurants today. There's going to be Glenbard East, ball down low, layup, no, rimmed in and out, rebound the Storm. Holding a 2-point lead here.
Vachunas with a nice Euro step.
And a charge.
No call for a charge there. Vachunas tried to step around it with the Euro step, but got just enough of the Ram body to force a charge, I guess.
Force a charge indeed, 7:34 remaining.
And now the Storm bringing up some pressure with a 1-3-1 full court. Dropping back into man, though.
Jacket's already off for Coach Manderneck. Wearing is already in vest mode. Here early in the second quarter.
Yeah, Coach Manderneck got a tendency to heat up a little bit, I heard.
I was about to say, we know
He
how
has a couple technicals under his belt on the season.
Would not be surprised knowing Mandy's. He gets very into it. And his dribble trapped in the corner. And a double dribble. And he called possession the Storm.
Yeah, that time Stransky kind of got herself stuck over there in the corner. And some coaches call it no man's land, where you're kind of forced in between the two baseline, the sideline and the baseline that kind of serve as defenders. But then also when they trap you, then it's like you got 4 defenders on you. So that's kind of where she got herself stuck and resulted in a turnover.
There's a good trap there by the Storm defense. They're back up 2. It'll be Maddie Wachunas to Croft. Croft driving, layup, no good. Into the hands of the Rams. And he'll take over. Kendall Crackle. Ooh, Ella Winterhalter wanted that one. 3-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound, Glenbard East. Ooh, and they're going to get McClure for a foul. Late call. Kind of unsure. Nonetheless.
Yep, I was about to say right there, a big block by McClure, but I could have seen her getting a piece of the arm right there.
I was about to say, as she went up, I was like, I'm not quite sure, but this will be Lauren Huber to the line to shoot 2 for the Rams.
First one up and good.
even a 5'9" junior. And we are tied once again at 15.
Yep, been a good back and forth action so far. Just a minute into the second quarter, I'd say.
Good defense being played by both teams here early in the first half. Croft corner, Winterhalter, 3, good!
Mark that down for the marksman, Ella Winterhalter.
10 points for number 10. Storm up 18-15.
See, big
She
collision
won that
there
ball.
with Winterhalter and who was that she knocked down for the Rams? Looks like number 5,
Kendall Crackle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Ella may just be a sophomore, but everyone will tell you she isn't scared.
She's not.
She will go out there and bully people if she has to.
She's been all over the place tonight, almost picking up a steal a couple possessions ago. She is all over it as Storm currently up 3.
McClure almost with the steal there, but Rams able to corral it. Trying to set something up. A good driving kick there. Almost lost.
In the defense, zone defense
looking
here.
for someone to give it to.
Verse layup, no good. Rebound, Yang, and a foul called. Lauren Huber knew it right when it happened.
Yeah.
The Storm will take over.
That was almost a bit of like a frustration foul, you know, when you miss the reverse layup that you feel like you should have made, and then you're just like, let me try and get the ball back, but it results in a foul. Those are the ones that tend to irritate coaches sometimes too, though, being 90 feet from the basket.
Exactly.
But those are the ones as a player that sometimes you just can't help it.
You always remember when you're younger too, and you commit a foul like that, and your coach always goes, "Hey, you're 90 feet away from the basket. Well, what are you doing?" Type of situation. As Maddie would shoot his deep 3, no good. Rebound to the Rams. I will say Glenbard East has done a fantastic job rebounding the basketball up to this point. They've gotten a lot of second chance opportunities on the offensive side. They haven't been able to get a whole lot to fall for them, but the rebounding has kept them in this game.
Oh, and the crowd that time calling for a travel. Thought Hernandez down there, I think it was. Yeah, thought Hernandez might have jumped up a little bit when she turned around.
Pivot. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but
regardless, it'll be Storm ball because of the jump ball, whether that was a makeup call or not. A little bit of rhyme in there.
there you go.
Channeling my inner Carl A. Zeus. Guy from CNN 10, for those of you that don't know.
You went to all there to Croft. McClure, no good. Rebound, Croft. Back out Winterhalter. I thought she was going to shoot there for a minute. Float layup, no good. Rebound, the Rams. Time and time again, they are not allowing the Storm any second chances on the offensive glass. They're taking care of business down low.
Yep, and that's what's going to prevent the Storm from being able to play that fast-paced basketball that they like to play and trying to run away with this game.
Yeah, shot off the mark. 4:18 remaining here in the second quarter. Storm basketball. This is senior night here. South Elgin High School. 6 seniors being honored for the Storm. 2 of them in the game right now. One of them has the ball, McClure. Yang cross-court pass, Winterhalter.
Nice skip pass there.
Wachunas, no good. Rebound, McClure, and the foul.
We talked about her earlier being the leading three-point shooter in school history, but she's showing she can get 3 points the old-fashioned way too.
And she can. Safe to say when you go through the halls and you see all the girls with all the 1,000-point games, you know, Becca Smith, all those types of players, by the time she's done, when people look back in 5 years, Megan McClure will no doubt be in the same category as those girls, for sure.
Oh, yeah. We look over there at the far side of the gym, and you see the Ring of Honor. That's for the best girls basketball players in school history that they are recognized, and it hasn't been updated in the past few years, but as the music's getting really loud. But no doubt that Megan McClure will be up there.
I totally agree. I mean, we all got the sense when she made the team as a freshman that, like I mentioned, when they put the underclassmen on the team, like, all right, you know, they mean business. They're here they're here to get a job done. You know, they don't just pull up these underclassmen, and I speak on this all the time. But they don't just pull them up to sit on the bench. You know, you're an underclassman. You're getting the call up. You're there to do a job. And Megan's done it for 4 years, and it's why we're talking about it right now as her most likely going down as one of the greater basketball players in this school's history.
Yep, and during that timeout, we missed our opportunity to talk about Custom Heating and Cooling, one of our sponsors for tonight.
We'd like to shout out our friends at Custom Heating and Cooling for our heating and cooling needs. 24-hour emergency service. Visit customheating.com. Powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes, as Megan McClure was able to convert the and one free throw to put the Storm up 6. 21-15 our score.
That time, Raina Yang tried to go for a steal, and they're actually going to call it on the Rams. They say that was on Katie Mulitz there.
Coach Millers didn't look terribly pleased.
Yep, and on this senior night, if you look down low by the Storm basket, you can see number 24, Danielle Kacharski, another senior who just checked back in during that timeout. Always like to shout out the Kacharski family for tuning in from their various locations. Sometimes she has family down in Florida watching us, Andy. Florida, where it's nice and warm.
Yeah, I wish I could be in Florida right now. Instead, we're going to walk outside. There's going to be 6 inches of snow on the ground for all we know.
Well, at least the guys' basketball team had a snowball fight today.
Did they? Did you guys? Really?
Yeah. That's something they can't say down there in Florida.
As McClure hit the 3, Derryl, I got to know, how did my guy Derek Richardson do in the snowball fight?
You know, they were coming after him at first, but then Chance Hunter from the track team came out, and it turned into the whole basketball team against Chance.
That just doesn't seem too fair.
No, but it was better than, I'm sure Derek was happy than if it was all against him.
Maybe we'll see a snowball fight after this one as jump ball called and possession will go to the Rams.
It was perfect packing snow. Perfect packing snow, I will say. Prime snowball fight conditions.
I will warn you on your way out of South Elgin High School if you see some snowballs being thrown. We didn't send you. I'll put it that way.
We may have encouraged it, but we didn't do it.
Feed down low. Glenbard East like to swing it around. Deep 3. Good.
That one, Katie Mulatz. The 5'6", class of 2021 product. And the floater there for Croft, no good.
You know, sitting in a 6-point game, 24-18 our score.
With 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the half.
Saying that ball is tipped, no, over and back. Feed it, Ryan, no good, got her own rebound. Swinging out, Mulatz 3, another one.
Back to back there for the junior Katie Mulatz.
Just like that, it is a 3-point Storm lead with 2 minutes on the nose remaining here in our first half. Croft, drive, layup, no good, rebound the Rams.
Now Glenbard East trying
Stolen
to make a
by
run,
McClure, foul called.
Oh yeah, and coach is not happy with that. Coach Nicole Miller telling her team, how are you going to turn the ball over right next to the other team's basket?
Right, exactly. We thought we'd see Coach Manderneck get a little into it here early. Coach Nicole Miller is ready to challenge that as McClure at the line. Knocks down the first free throw.
Yep, and we see Winterhalter checking back in for our friend Danielle Kacharski, also a Beacon product.
Another Beacon product. We got a couple Beacon kids on the team here tonight.
Yep. You can catch Danielle actually on every Friday on Friday Lightning. Her and Anna Winterhalter, Ella's sister, do the sports.
You can catch yourself too, Derryl.
Yeah, you can catch myself on there too.
Every Friday we'll be getting another one of those in the next couple of days.
Yep. So tune in to Friday Lightning on YouTube. Put that in the search bar and it'll come up in our channel, and turn on that post notification for a notification every time we post one of those.
In the sports section, you'll see a plethora of things this week. You'll see updates from the girls basketball team from tonight's game. And we also, as a 1,000% guarantee, we'll be hearing from our cheer team who won state this past weekend in Bloomington.
Mm-hmm. And
Deep
a couple
3,
weeks
no
ago,
good.
a couple weeks ago, our dance team got 6th place down at state.
There's a lot of action going down in front of the hoop. So we congratulate our cheer and dance team for the run at state, and obviously our cheer team, 1st place.
In the co-ed division.
Co-ed division. That's first school title in the first state championship in school history. And I'm going to hit you with one of your own type of fun facts, Derryl. I was talking to his layup good there for Ryan. The gym teacher and our assistant AD, Mr. Bartholomew, was telling me that it's the first U46 state title since the 1990s.
Yep.
Streamwood's girls bowling team brought home a state championship in the 1990s. So it's my little fun fact for the day.
You said in the 1990s.
1990s.
Wow.
It has been that long since we have had a state championship in our district. Nonetheless, very exciting.
And now we have just 23 seconds left in this half. And
Glenbard East has tied this game. While we're in the midst of talking, it is a 25-25 game.
Yeah, Glenbard East has done a nice job of just being consistent throughout the half. Tying the game at 25 with a couple seconds left to go. And
McClure jumper no good, and possession will stay with the Storm. Like I mentioned, always getting the rebounds. Never allowing the Storm to have a second chance. They're getting a lot of their own rebounds on the offensive end. It's allowed them to stay in this game and allowed them not to get too low on themselves. Even if they're down 6, down 8, they're not getting too low on themselves.
Yep, and the Storm here, just 1.9 seconds left. I don't know if Jachim knew that, as they're going to call the ball dead.
Nonetheless, that'll end our half. Our score, South Elgin 25, Glenbard East 25. We will be back to break down this half of action and preview our second half following this halftime break.
Tonight for this special occasion, not our announcers, but for the actual in the gym announcers, is a break from the usual. It's our very own Miss Mac and Mr. Alexander, aka Ali Baba, as our Beacon's own Ali Polly has told me. And they call themselves the Dream Team.
The Dream Team down there. Running the PA. No Mr. LaRue today.
Yep, so had to give them a quick shout out too, since we talked about all the other special things going on for today's matchup.
And layup good for Lauren Hubert. As we give everyone credit here that helps with Beacon, making sure all the equipment's good to go, and we're ready to put together a broadcast kick at corner. Winterhalter thought about a deep 3 there. Just everyone who puts the game together, our AD, Mr. Gizorio. Even though he's not here today, our assistant AD, Mr. Bartholomew. Trainer Joe, 3 McClure, no good. Just everyone who makes this possible, makes this happen. We thank you on this senior night. Beat it down low, Ryan, no good. Rebound, no good. Rams have it again. Offensive boards all over the place. No travel called there. Ryan layup, no good. Another offensive rebound.
Yeah, that time Mulats really almost got away with a near travel there. But, what's balls all over the place, and Glenbard East on top of those 50-50 balls, Andy.
They have been all over the place. The hustle points, reason why they've been competing this entire game with a very well-rounded Storm team. All their rebounding on the offensive and defensive end. 3 ball good.
There for Mulats.
Katie Mulats now tied as the lead scorer. They're up 5.
Yep, they're up 5 a minute into this second half. I mean, we don't have a time bug, so we have to keep the people informed on how much time is left.
Keep everyone updated. Storm moving the ball well. McClure directing traffic. Croft pass tipped.
Yeah, and that was good ball movement there for the Storm, but even better hands there by the Rams. Really bringing the intensity as you can hear some D-up chants.
As timeout taken by Coach Mannerneck. 5:46 remaining here in the third, early into the second half. 5-point Glenbard East lead, as we mentioned. Records coming into the South Elgin 22-8. A win tonight puts them as the winningest team in girls' history, which is a pretty big deal. Obviously, there are still more. I believe are there more games. I do believe there's at least one more game for them. As we'll look into that, as this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud sports of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. And this Glenbard East team, they're coming in at a 17-13 record, but being a team that's slightly above 500, they're not playing it like it right now. They're playing way better than what their record shows.
Oh, yeah, they're playing to the level, if not better. I mean, as the score suggests that they're winning, if not better than the Storm, who's a very solid team with super sectional hopes. Not just sectional hopes, super sectional hopes. That's what I was told by Danielle Kacharski.
Danielle's got us with all the insight. And shout out to Danielle, keeping us updated in Beacon.
Yep, and her family, wherever they're watching from, whether it's just South Elgin or sunny Florida.
Sunny Florida. They're going to keep bringing that up, and it's going to keep making me feel bad about where we live. As foul here. The second foul on Emily Ryan. Another inbound on the side here for the Storm.
So something I want to check out, Andy, is we know that Megan is one of 3 girls in our school history to score 1,000 points, correct?
Correct.
The other 2 being
Becca Smith.
and Maggie Kelleher.
Mag Keller, yes.
Come on, Andy, you gotta know your your girls.
I know. I
girls
slacked on
basketball.
that one. I knew I knew it was either Keller or McIntosh.
Yeah.
Couldn't put my finger. I knew Becca Smith was one of them because there's the display, her in the 1,000 points, and I do believe she graduated right before we entered, whether it was a year before or 2 years before we entered.
Yep, it was a couple years before. But I want you to look over at the baseline. You see that man in the striped shirt. The guy with the whistle in his mouth, Mr. Referee himself.
Yes.
That is Becca Smith's father.
Really?
Yeah.
There you have it. Little Derryl, you got it all, man. You're bringing all the little tidbits and inside facts. Telling you.
Yep, just had to throw that out there. I noticed that earlier, and yep, father of the scoring leader for both the men's and women's basketball teams, Becca and Maddie Smith.
About to say, Maddie Smith, Central Michigan product.
And Becca Smith, Loyola.
There you go, a couple of D1 ball players in their family. Now, I do know Maddie Smith, he graduated the year before we.
Yes, he graduated the year before we did and is now...
He is now a senior.
Yeah, makes him a senior in college.
As it'll be Glenbard East ball, 2-point lead. Ross falling out. Nice pass! Look at that dime of a pass over to Kendall Crackle.
Wow, and that time I thought she was throwing it over to Emily Ryan and thought she threw a little high, but she knew exactly what she was doing
Great
there.
pass there by Brooke Hernandez. 4-point Ram lead. Winterhalter, there's going to be a charge called on her.
And that sequence of events, that's a momentum swinger right there.
Big play there, and now the Rams will get possession back up 4. Here is, all of a sudden, we're down to 3:55 remaining here in this third quarter.
Yep, Glenbard East lead only at 2 right now, but things are starting to go their way these past few possessions.
They swing it. Hernandez driving. Battle of the 23s on McClure now. Double team. Addie Wachunas is down there, and they're going to get her for a foul.
Yeah, and that right there was pretty close to where we talked about earlier, no man's land, the corner over there where you don't want to pick up the ball. And coaches will stress that to you a lot. You don't want to go to the corner and pick up the ball. And that time they trapped her, but she was able to get a foul call at least and save possession of the ball.
Got bailed out with a foul, Glenbard East. 3:30 remaining here in the third quarter, I should say, second half. Would be Huber, Lauren Huber.
Let's see what they do on.
Walking it back, one to restart, drive. Nice block, McClure. Loose ball. Winterhalter has it. And a foul is going to be called on Glenbard East.
Yep,
South Elgin will take over.
I think they're going to get Ryan for that one. Nope. Number 5, Kendall Crackle.
Kendall Crackle.
Yeah. Missed what number that was on her for the night. But regardless, that's only the 3rd on the team. With 3 minutes left in the third quarter of this senior night matchup. And
they're calling no shot. Ball on the ground. On the floor, I should say.
Looks like we're going to sub for the Rams.
Winterhalter inbound. McClure right back to Winterhalter. Thought about it. 3, no good. Rebound with Chunis. Maddie, no good. Rebound, Lauren Huber. Loose ball in the hands of Croft. Caroline Croft, drive, layup. Oh, in and out. Rebound with Chunis. No good. Rebound the Rams. And now they're going to call a foul. Storm not able to get that lid off. Only 3 points scored so far into the third quarter with 2:43 remaining.
Yep, but Andy, what did you see there?
Rebound.
Exactly.
Rebound.
It's what we've been talking about all night with this Glenbard East team, and they are really starting to impose their will on the boards, on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, and it's the reason why they have a lead and why they could go on to win this game.
It's almost got another one that time over the back, and Coach Manderneck let him know. Would be foul number 5 on the team. As another big notable there with that last Storm foul. Maddie Wachunas, that was her 4th. So she is going to, more likely than not, she will be out the rest of this quarter, and it'll be interesting to see where Coach Manderneck puts her in the 4th. McClure, baseline jumper, good. Storm within 2.
Yep, and Storm have been doing a nice job of moving the ball and getting those baseline jumpers, those mid-range baseline jumpers that maybe aren't as big of a deal or aren't as focused on in men's basketball, but in this girls team, that's really been a focal point of their offense against this 2-3 zone.
As possession will stay with the Rams, 1:53 remaining here in the third, a 2-point lead.
And over on the side, trainer Joe Lang checking out. I think that's Emily Ryan over there for the Rams, making sure that she's all good to go back into the game. Can't make out whether they're testing her shoulder or, it looks like a kind of concussion test.
I was going to say concussion. She was moving her thumb or thumbs up. That's a test that I've seen Joe do before. Not in my sport, of course, but just you've been here 4 years, you see what Joe does in that office. As we shout out him as well. Cutting McClure, left hand. Oh, no good. Rebound the Rams.
So no concussions in baseball?
No concussions in baseball. Knock on wood. We've not had one in
really
4 years. No.
Because there's even been a concussion in cross country.
I doubt it.
Oh, there has been.
There has been?
Jeevan Acharya.
I was even going to say, we are in cross country. I knew there was going to be, you were going to say something.
Jeevan Acharya one year, he smartest dude in his grade, right, was valedictorian. Well, did something that wasn't so smart. He was also a Beacon grad, mind you. Ran headfirst into a fire hydrant.
Headfirst into a fire hydrant?
Fell and went headfirst into a fire hydrant.
Okay.
Well, was running, tripped himself up, fell into a fire hydrant.
That's painful.
A concussion in cross country. A non-contact sport if there ever was one.
And rebound, jump ball. Possession going to stay with the Rams, not to Coach Manderneck's liking. Yeah, we will say we will knock on some wood, but the 4 years I've played, 3 years I've played, going into my 4th year, no concussions. We've had some other interesting ones, but no concussions.
And let's hope that Emily Ryan does not have a concussion. She'll be able to go back into the game.
As a full minute timeout, 32-30 our score here in the third quarter.
Yep. And let's see which sponsor we will be hearing a word from this timeout.
It'll be the Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. To thank our sponsor from the Rosen Hyundai. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com. As we mentioned, this is senior night for more than just the girls on the floor. Derryl, as you mentioned, this could possibly be our senior night working together. This could be, for the time being, our last game working together. Derryl and I have worked basketball games. I think our first game, ironically enough, was a girls game 2 years ago, our sophomore year.
Yep.
It's almost coming full circle. It's been a blast, and I'd like to thank Mr. Erickson, Mr. Bozikas, giving us the opportunities the last 3 school years to come out and announce these games. It's been an awesome opportunity. I've had a lot of fun. I hope I could speak for the both of us to say that, but it has truly been a blessing. It's been a lot of fun to do all sorts of events over the last 3 years.
Oh, yeah. Definitely are speaking for both of us. I got the chills when you were saying that. Trying not to cry, but I got the chills.
As Lauren Huber, good there.
So with just a minute left in this third quarter and down by 4, the Storm are in a situation that probably isn't preferable, but they're not unfamiliar with.
In and out. They got a lid on that bucket, Derryl, I'm telling you. Yeah, as you mentioned, a 4-point game, it obviously still very well in it. Both teams can confidently say, oh, we got them right where we want them type of deal. As we have 45 seconds remaining here in the third. Nobody's out of this. This is anybody's game. As another jumper to go there for Lauren Huber. Put her at 6.
And put the lead at 6.
Even at a 6-point game, it's still, you can say both ways, oh, we got them right where we want them type of deal. McClure, layup, no good. Rebound the Rams. Keyword there again, rebound for the Rams. I've easily said that dozen-plus times tonight. They've done a fantastic job on the glass.
And I wish we had a stat sheet so we could see just how big that discrepancy is. But I'm sure it's significant, and it's significant enough to have an impact on this game. And
another
what a
layup.
finish there.
Brooke Hernandez, 8-point game now. As we were just speaking of a 4-point game, 2 seconds. Checking the clock. Croft layup, good at the buzzer. South Elgin able to get one back in what was a very rough scoring quarter for them. Able to get 7 that quarter, where the Rams were able to put up 13. Our score after 3, the Glenbard East Rams 38, South Elgin Storm 32. It's senior night. Our fourth quarter action's coming up next.
What makes me most proud of our restaurants is our people. Our people who come in and work for us every single day. We try to create an atmosphere of family, an atmosphere of warmth, and an atmosphere of compassion.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, 'cause I don't trust but people. I don't need your word on what I'm into.
Minutes left for these Storm seniors. 8 minutes left on their home floor, as we're unsure on the whole regional situation where things will be hosted out. As last year around this time, as the Wachunas, we kind of had an idea with the boys regional you guys would be hosting. Last year, tip pass. McClure's got it.
Yep, now the Storm down by 6 coming into this quarter, but being down as that 3 is no good.
Be Raina Yang on that attempt.
The Storm aren't unaccustomed to being down in the fourth quarter. I mean, after trailing the entire game and being down by as much as 21 points against St. Charles North earlier this year on
I remember that.
December 4th, Caroline Croft led the charge and hit the game-winning layup to end up having the Storm come back and win the game. Now, that was a 21-point deficit that they were facing. This one is only 6, but Glenbard East has been dominating on the boards and making nice plays on the inside just like that. And they're going to make it hard for the Storm.
That was a big season. That is a season-defining win. Season-defining win. There we go. Got it right that time. I should say for South Elgin. I know some people at St. Charles North, that one left a bad taste in their mouths. A 21-point deficit in the fourth. It's almost something, it's indescribable. Nice pass there. Hernandez, no good. Very nice feed. No good. Rebound. Storm got it this time. They're going to have to do a lot of that.
Yep, and that's something I'm sure that Coach Metternach was talking to and preaching to his team during that break.
Got to get the rebounds. Down 8, battling a deficit. Rebounds are essential, both sides. of the ball to be Croft bringing it down. The group on the floor for the Storm with Chunas, McClure, Croft, Winterhalter, and Yang. A freshman, 2 sophomores, 2 seniors. Is Winterhalter at a big first quarter, putting up 7. Croft kick out with Chunas. Maddie the drive, layup, no good. Rebound, Emily Ryan and the Rams. 6:10 remaining in the fourth.
Yep, and the Storm doing a nice job of getting into paint, getting the shots that they want, but they're not capitalizing on them. And that's been the difference when you're not getting second chance opportunities like
that one right there. Calling her name out a lot tonight, Emily Ryan. Double-digit lead for the Rams. Deep 3, no good. Rebound, the Rams.
Nope, and the Storm definitely want to get a stop here. Can't let the game get too far out of hand here with 5.5 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter.
Glenbard East a plan. Here, Coach Miller yelling out to kick it back out, swinging around, corner. Back up top.
Ooh, probably yelling travel there.
Travel. I haven't heard Coach Mandernick on that one. Nice feed down low, pass into the hands. Maddie Wachunas, here come the Storm. Kick out. Jumper, McClure, no good. Rebound, the Rams. Jump. That'll be a jump ball.
Yeah, something I noticed on that last possession. I was about to talk about how I'm so not used to seeing Coach Mandernick sit down, but after that play, he stood right back up.
I was literally thinking the same thing. We've seen enough of these games over the last few years that he's always up, moving around, getting active. He was in his seat for the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I was thrown off by that a little bit.
Maybe turning over a different leaf here on senior night.
Yep, but I think with this timeout, we're going to get another sponsor. Let's see who the lucky winner will be.
And our sponsor for this timeout is Custom Heating and Cooling. For all your heating and cooling needs and 24-hour emergency service, count on Custom Heating and visit them at customheating.com. Powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Well, I will say, Derryl, it's a good showing of people here tonight for senior night. It's, with the music as well, the crowd's really into it. That's good to see. Yes, they're hoping the girls can spark a comeback.
Yep, they're going to have to put together some of this comeback magic that they've had. They've shown they've had it throughout this season. I mean, I talked about the St. Charles North comeback, but also they had a comeback. They came back and beat Neuqua Valley for the first time in school history earlier this year.
You know how the Valley schools are very, very well-rounded in sports. All 3 Valley schools very competitive. It's another season-defining type win for the Storm. They've had the big-time wins this year, and it's been huge for them. And this one, it's kind of like you got to work all the way up. Win 23 is going to be the hardest one for them to get that school record. 5 minutes to go. They're down 10. They're capable of doing it.
Yep, and the Storm trapping now, really applying the pressure.
Down the corner, Hernandez drive. Nobody there. Layup good.
Yep, and of course they're going to have to not give up plays like that if they want to come back in this game. And let's see where possession goes this time. Refs talking it over, having a little discussion about this one. Not sure. And they're resorting to a jump ball.
Possession will go to the Storm.
Yeah, that time neither ref had a good look at it and felt confident making a call, so they let the arrow decide.
And swing at McClure. Need a bucket here for the Storm. Winterhalter driving. Scoop layup and the foul. There we see it. Ella Winterhalter and 1. Now they're down 10. Free throw pending.
We talked earlier about her physicality, being a bully. Showing you right there exactly what we were talking about. Just able to go down there between 2 girls, squeeze between 2 girls and just finish through them.
You got that mentality of, all right, time to take over. 4.5 minutes left in the fourth. Free throw, effortless.
Nothing but net.
Storm down 9. Here it comes. Half-court trap. Cross court. to Brooke Hernandez. Remember, Maddie Wachunas had 4 fouls. Got to be careful. That was that risky pass there.
Yeah, I heard a lot of oohs in the crowd there. Caroline Croft probably wants that one back. Could have took a shot at that.
Loose ball. There it is to McClure. Megan driving. Layup.
Euro step.
Yeah, it's a block. I was going to say, based on how things were going tonight, I was feeling a charge was going to be called there, Dan.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a charge come in too, but the ref obviously saw or felt that the Glenbard East player was still sliding a little bit, sliding underneath, and then thought it was enough to justify a charge, or a block, not a charge.
South Elgin was in the bonus after the last foul, but this is a shooting foul, so it'll be 2 for Megan. First one. Straight through, no problem. 8-point game.
Yep, now a great shot of Ella and Caroline, the 2 sophomores, talking over what they got to do to help the team come back and secure this win. What will be number 23 on the season.
You mentioned, see that shot of Ella and Caroline would be something to get used to still for a couple more years. 2 sophomores, and a block called there.
Yeah, that time Brayna Yang tried to take one, but got knocked all the way over, really.
They're just playing straight up defense there. And it'll be 4:03 we got now. 44-37 our score. South Elgin High School, Beacon Academy, and Jachim alongside my partner Derryl Barnes for the girls' senior night. As it goes, nice poke there by Raina Yang. Storm looking for that loose ball. As Glenbard East kind of playing keep away. Driving right through, left layup. Good, nice maneuver there. Lauren Huber.
Yep, and Glenbard East really making it loud in here every time they score.
9-point game, swing it. Winterhalter, 3. No good, back iron, rebound Ryan. I will say, I know we don't have rebound stats, Derryl, but Emily Ryan has to have a double-double tonight with points and rebounds. Has to. We're now down to 3:20. A lot of time taken off in these last 2 possessions.
Yeah, and now the sense of urgency really starting to pick up for the Storm.
It's just like a switch flipped in the gym, even on the Glenbard East intensity side. Lauren Huber drive again and another bucket. She just seems to find a path. 2 big back-to-back big field goals for the Rams, making an 11-point game. Maddie Wachunas thought about it. Drive, layup, no good. Another rebound for Emily Ryan, 2:50 to go.
And hasn't that just been the story of this game? Missed opportunities by the Storm, not being able to finish on shots they're capable of finishing. There's a big collision there near half court. Let's see, we're going to get a foul on McClure, it looks like. Yep. Just the Storm not being able to convert on shots that they typically do finish. And then the Glenbard East Rams just really taking care of business on the boards and turning that into points.
We talked about this after the third quarter. That third quarter in general, a huge separation factor. Glenbard East able to put up 13. South Elgin wasn't able to get the lid off. You know, they had it was a 7-point quarter for them. But also still trying to recover from that.
But also just the beginning of this quarter alone was when Glenbard East really started pulling away.
As no good. And a foul will be called on Megan McClure. Free throws coming for Emily Ryan. It is a 11-point Rams lead. Couple free throws here looking to put this game out of reach.
Yep, we got 2:21 left to go on senior night. We got 6 seniors over there sitting on the bench. 6 senior players, I should say. They got 1 senior manager, too, that they're going to be losing as the season comes to a conclusion. But got those 6 seniors over there. You think they're telling themselves, this ain't how I want to go out?
This is not how they want to go out. I mean, obviously, we're talking like this is their last home game. I mean, they still got a season left, but it's almost like you're going into it. I know you're thinking the same way for your senior night in a couple weeks. You know, spring sports. I'm thinking the same way for my senior night. You got to win the senior night game. You know, it's a game. It's a game that you go, you know what? I mean, worst case scenario, you can lose every game of the year. Just win on my senior night. As Caroline Croft with a layup. Timeout. South Elgin 11-point. Glenbard East lead 50-39. Our score. as our timeout, a full minute timeout.
We haven't heard from Tom in a while.
We have not heard from Tom in a while, as this timeout will be sponsored by Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installation of the highest quality craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumber.com. I will say, the energy, regardless, it's a very, very fun environment, I would say, to be in right now, Derryl.
Oh,
very
yeah.
upbeat. This is bringing a smile to my face.
You know, it's bringing a smile to everyone's face. It's just seeing the fans here. We got to see Ariana Williams play, something that
awesome.
we didn't think was gonna happen. I mean, obviously it was just for a tip-off, and she didn't even attempt the tip-off. But just the fact that she got back on the court for her senior night. Her parents were in the front row. I talked to them. They were so upbeat and just giving me great advice about next year, stuff that I'm sure they've told Ari. And it's just a great environment to be here. It really just feels like family here at South Elgin tonight.
And that's what's the awesome thing about sports here at this school. It brings, and it's cliche to say how it brings everyone together, but any sport we're able to get a lot of people, or not even a lot of people, just to get people to come out. You know, it's camaraderie. It brings everybody together. Layup there, no good. Rebound, McClure. Let's see what the Storm can do with 2 minutes left on their game clock. Winterhalter drive, scoop layup, good. It's got to start somewhere.
And that was a good take there, and quick timeout to conserve some time. Hopefully harness that momentum built there by that play by Coach Mannernack.
And I think we're going to get down to it, Derryl, where it's got to be at least one, maybe two turnovers are needed. And missed free throws. Missed free throws is probably going to be the biggest thing. Glenbard East, as this time I was brought to you by our the sponsor, the Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned. Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. If you're Coach Miller right now, it's knock down your free throws, and we got this game. That's basically what it is. Knock down the free throws.
And take care of the ball.
And take care of the basketball. It's not saying, oh, it's as simple as that, but it kind of is as simple as that. You don't have to score. Just take care of the basketball.
When you're up by 9 points with under 2 minutes left, I mean, that's what it comes down to. But the Storm have the opportunity here. I mean, we forget. They went to the Dundee Crown Thanksgiving tournament, a very respectable tournament, and went 3-1. They lost in the championship game by just a few points. But it's because they play so hard. And just like that, is they almost forced another turnover. Caroline Croft thought they had it, but this is just a Storm team that plays hard, and they feel like they're never really out of it.
I'm telling you, a minute 45 feels more like 3 minutes and 45 seconds right now, Derryl, I will say. Which is a good thing if you're the Storm, not a good thing if you're the Rams. Feels like an eternity they got to hold on to the ball for. Drive and kick. Their game of keep away begins now, and the fouling will also begin now as it'll send Glenbard East to the line. Foul on Caroline Croft.
Yup, just Glenbard East doing a nice job of handling the Storm's press. The Storm are coming out in a full court, a little bit of an unorthodox 1-1-2-1 look.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a little off. His first free throw, the 1-on-1, no good. Glenbard East almost grabbed the offensive rebound off on them. Possession of the Storm.
Yep, but you just talked about a second ago. It's going to take some missed free throws. Let's see if the Storm can capitalize on this.
Quick buckets. And I always take back, believe it or not, to the South Elgin Grant game at Hinkle. And buckets are needed. Deep three, no good. Rebound, Rainey Yang. That's also needed as well. McClure thought about it. A bucket is needed. Driving. And I'll send Winterhalter to the line to shoot two. I will say, quick possessions. You cannot come up empty-handed. A bucket is needed anyway. Any way you can get it, you got to get it. Any empty possessions could almost just put the game away.
Yep.
I'm not trying to be over drastic about it, but with 90 seconds left, it is a possibility that any empty possession just puts you out of reach as the entire crowd is quiet. And Elena's on the first free throw.
Yep, now Danielle Kucharski set to check back in, made her back up after coming in, and then going back in for Madison Wychunas. Looks like maybe a defensive or rebounding kind of move. One of those chess moves that you play at the end of the game.
And off on the second rebound, Glenbard East.
And they're going to call a foul. And Coach Mandernack cannot believe it. Hands on his head. And he's trying to contain himself right now. I know he's fuming. Just knowing him as a person.
There's Mandy. He is beside himself at the moment. 119. Lauren Huber will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and just look at him. His shirt's coming undone from his pants, getting untucked. He's just gotten so into this game. He does not care how he looks. And that free throw good, and it looks like Wychunas is going to be coming back in for, I'm assuming, Kacharski. So they're doing a little bit of that offense-defensive rotation, shifting the 2 seniors out for each other. Wychunas probably for her 3-point shooting, and then Kacharski for her size and defensive abilities.
And second free throw, Huber. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound to the Rams. Loose ball, and they're going to call a foul.
Yep, and that the Glenbard East fans are rejoicing, and
everyone around us is not.
Yeah.
That one is a tough pill to swallow.
Yep, but Caroline Croft, stretching out her fingers a little bit, trying to calm herself down, get ready to make some plays.
First free throw for Emily Ryan is good. It's a fantastic game. Scoring and on the glass, like I mentioned, when we're calling out rebounds, her name easily. That's why I do believe we don't have the exact stats, but a double-double, more likely than not for her. Up on the second free throw, Storm have a chance. 1 minute, 15 seconds remaining. 10-point game, need a bucket in quick. Winterhalter, no 3 layup, no good, rebound. She got it right back. McClure, 3, no good, rebound. Winterhalter, the Storm are all over the glass here with less than a minute to go. Raina Yang needed someone. Croft, 3, no good, rebound. Winterhalter, 50 seconds. Ella's gonna take a 3, no good. Rebound the Rams. A lot of offensive rebounds for the Storm on that possession, and continue to talk about the story of just not being able to get that lid off, Derryl.
Yeah, it really has been that way. I mean, it started off just trying to take care of business inside and not being able to finish on layups and just paint touches that they've gotten, and now it's just bled out to the 3-point line. Now not being able to hit a single 3 on, 4 or 5 attempts. And
it took off a lot of time,
yeah,
I will say.
So with that, it looks like Coach Mandernack is checking back in his seniors for one last ride here at home. 42.5 seconds left. Down by 9. He's riding with his 4-year girls.
As in for the Storm, we'll recognize all the seniors. Obviously, number 23, Megan McClure. 13, Maddie Wachunas. Just got the rebound. 24, Danielle Kucharski. 22, Haley Molidor. And 44, Jennifer Trejo. Kucharski, 3,
Hanks in
good.
the 3, and the crowd is feeling it. The crowd is happy. Everyone jumped up as soon as she hit that. Did you see that, Andy?
Off the glass, bank it, old-fashioned style. 3-pointer for Danielle Kucharski on senior night. Yeah, I was going to mention everyone in front of us. I couldn't see the court. Steal.
And Kacharski with the steal.
And pass just out of the reach.
Andy, I had to stand up to see around them that time. And checking off the court for one last time, the announcers just say, Megan McClure, hugging her coaches, Mandernack, Peacock, her father, and crying as she's walking off. And here's Madison Wachunas doing the same thing. Standing ovation for both of them. Guys, I have the chills.
The chills, very emotional night, senior night. Last home game for these girls. There's a foul called there.
Yep, and 6 seconds left. Now it's even got me tearing up, Andy.
Yeah.
I'm not even exaggerating. Like, it's just sad to know that, those two girls, we went to elementary school with them.
We did.
And
Bar
now,
Elementary, yep.
and now this is their last time checking out here at home.
It gets you thinking, too. Obviously, we have senior nights coming up in the spring as well. You have one in a couple weeks.
Yeah, mine is on the 25th. And here comes Danielle Kucharski and Haley Malador in the same standing ovation. Hugs from the coaches. And it's just one of those bittersweet things.
Derryl, will we catch you shedding a tear in a couple weeks, possibly?
Oh, you definitely will.
Definitely will,
I
yeah.
guarantee it. If you don't, then there's something wrong with me. You should
Exactly.
check in with me.
Indeed. His pass, no good. That'll end it. The final here from South Elgin on senior night. Our score, Glenbard East 54, South Elgin 45. And I will say, Derryl, is like to recognize our seniors. It almost doesn't even feel, it doesn't even direct about the outcome of the game. It was just such an emotional night for all the seniors involved here.
Yeah, we have to give credit where credit is due. Glenbard East played a great game. Emily Ryan with her unofficial, but I'm pretty sure official double-double.
Yeah.
She played a great game, but it's just an emotional and a great, heartwarming sight here for the South Elgin Storm on senior night. You know, these are all our friends. These are the people that we grew up with. I also got to give a shout out to Mia Ackerman, the team manager, who's a senior. This is her last game. And then we got the six senior players that we talked about throughout the game. Ariana, who basically lost 2 full seasons to injury. It's tough.
It's tough. It is very emotional. You know, the last home game for them. And I will say, though, it's a big statement win for Glenbard East.
Oh,
You know,
it
coming
definitely
in
is.
as a record of 17-13 is a big win for them. But for South Elgin, very talented team. They do fall to 22-9, but still an outstanding season they put together. I'm very excited to follow where they go beyond for the playoffs and such, and it'll be very exciting. But tonight's all about the seniors. It was a fun night full of festivities. Great, well played out game. And Derryl, this is the end for you and I here. It's been a pleasure, man. It really has been.
This is where it started, and sounds like this is where it's going to end.
And we thank everyone at home for listening to us over the last 3 years. We really do appreciate it. And we'd like to thank everyone who makes our job easier behind the scenes, everyone who we had through the last 3 years. It's truly been a blessing. Signing off for now, it'll be Andy Jachim alongside Derryl Barnes here at South Elgin High School Beacon Academy. Thank you guys for tuning in.
The following sports broadcast made possible by support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Derryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Senior portraits, family portraits, sports, and more. Visit Derryl online at derrylbarnes.com.